Did you know that the words Swiss made used to mean cheap, unreliable, fake? In the weekend services, I talked about how I am both a Swiss and an American citizen, and so I visited the Swiss Consulate in San Francisco a few times, and it looks, as I said, like a little outpost of Switzerland in the city. It's even got a Swiss railway clock, and the ambassador says, we want people to see and feel Swissness, to feel the Swiss touch, because their style, their brand means cleanliness, reliability, quality. Okay, now let me add some video Devo bonus content to my sermon yesterday, something you probably didn't know. The Swiss brand did not start out meaning quality. In the 1800s, the Swiss were known for producing cheap fakes, notorious for smuggling cheap knockoff watches into England. In fact, they flooded the British market with fakes that people bought thinking they were fine British watches, and they'd fall to pieces in a few months. In fact, the British Parliament passed a law in 1887 that anything made in Switzerland had to be labeled Swiss made as a warning to the consumer. Did the Swiss sue? No, they took that as a challenge. Developed brands like Rolex and Omega. And eventually the meaning of Swiss made changed from junk to luxury. And today, if a product is labeled Swiss made, that adds an average of 50% to its value. Changed their reputation 180 degrees. Here's why I tell that story. We as Christians are ambassadors for our kingdom, just like the Swiss at the embassy are for their country. We're ambassadors for the kingdom of heaven. But our brand has taken a hit. What do people in America think of when they hear Christian? Do they think Jesusness? Do they feel the Jesus touch? The Barna Group surveyed people between the ages of 16 and 29 and asked, how would you describe present-day Christians? Judgmental, 87%. Hypocritical, 85%. Too political, 75%. You might think, hey, that's not fair. Well, the same thing was happening to the very first Christians. Peter says some false teachers arose who were corrupting their reputation. He says, unfortunately, many believers will follow their depraved conduct and will bring the way of truth into disrepute. So what does Peter say we should do? Focus on quality and slowly change what people think. Live such good lives among the pagans that though they accuse you of doing wrong, they may see your good deeds and glorify God on the day he visits us. It's by living Jesusly that we change the perception of Jesus followers. Just like Swiss made changed from a label for a cheap fake to a label for fine quality, we Jesus followers can change what Christian means from a pejorative to a positive as we live as Jesus followers, as ambassadors in his world, in our neighborhood, on our streets, at our school, in our workplaces. Think about how you can do that today. Start to change the reputation of the brand around. Think on that and have a great day.